Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambeau now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Lambeau. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
Devin Funchess. That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. On first down, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. Jaguars, nothing. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He finds Shark, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Jaguars 0.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Left going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Preston Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10. At their own.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Pick up on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And Eifert has it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And the Jaguars.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers caught left side by Funchess. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A slant to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fist fights.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Jones credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and